Hello everyone, welcome to the 7th chakra on our chakra journey. 7th chakra is called Sahaswara in Sanskrit, which means 1,000-petaled. Usually the color associated with it is pure white. And for those of you who are just joining us on this journey, we started with the first chakra, the root chakra, and the sound for that was UH, like an or ah. So really getting down into that lower sound. And if you notice, usually as we go up, we go to higher and higher pitches, and that's quite natural, really. Whatever system you adapt, we're adapting a vowel system, but you could also adapt the Sanskrit system, which begins with the root chakra, like a lam, and various ways of going up the system there. Some people even use the solfeggio, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. And then above, do. But that's what some people use. It wasn't designed for that, but if that works for you, please use it. Vowel system seems to be adequate for me. I actually enjoy it because it can make it into a kind of a musical journey as well. So we begin with now it would be odd if I kind of went it wouldn't be very grounding. So that's why we have the kind of lower notes lower down and the higher notes as we go up. So then we go to this is the sacral chakra, into the solar plexus. The heart. The throat. Third eye. And now with this vowel system we arrive at the crown chakra. So we can go and just clean ourselves up. As I say each time I do that, I go, whoa, that kind of creates a nice vibration inside. The voice, when it's got the right intonation, is very healing. It's very important to realize that. Our own voice can be a very potent healing instrument, not only for others in what we convey in our voice, but also for ourselves. So you can just tone any part of your body with a frequency or a tone or a vowel. Is a good one. We use it for the heart chakra, but it could be used anytime. Maybe you have a sore shoulder. It really helps to touch it as well sometimes, just to bring the attention to it. You know, where we touch is where the attention goes. So we touch our shoulder. You go, well, wait a minute, I think an A would go better there. A, and you feel the vibration. It's a question of whether it begins to feel better or not. Or maybe you want a lower note there. Oh. So you can play around with this. I mean, it's a fun thing to do. And but it also is very, very practical and purposeful as well. So before you go into a meditation practice, it's kind of nice just to go through the vowel sounds and practice, really. And you can just go A, E, I, O, U, or oo. It's all wonderful if you're using your voice in a loving way. Remember, all roads in everything we're doing lead to love. Not too much to say about the 7th chakra in terms of balancing it. I think it's pretty clear. It's right here. It's close to what we may consider to be spirit realms above us when we kind of talk about spirit. Although everything is inside of us, of course, we have our subtle bodies. And some people even mention chakras going above here, above our heads. There's different chakra systems. We're just using the kind of conventional yogic 7 chakra system. It's all quite interesting and for you to explore. And we're just using it really to tune up this human instrument in terms of the harmonic self. We want us to be melodic and to be rhythmic and to be harmonious. And that's really what we're going for. And we're just using this to kind of get this musical instrument going. When we do the spiral wave movements in another section, we're tuning up the fascia as if it were strings, really. And we tune up our body and expand our body and the joints and open the joints so that the sound can actually vibrate through us in a deeper way. So that involves movement. It's another section and you may want to check that out. But for now, let's just enter into this 7th chakra, Sahaswara. And what we have today is the crystal lyre, the very popular crystal lyre. Many have said how much you enjoyed. And some Himalayan singing bowls. I have 3 of them, which are kind of interesting. Sometimes they get a bit dissonant, but when they come together, that dissonance turns into harmony. It's very interesting to see how that turn takes place. But of course, we may want to be focused on our crown chakra, in which case, be prepared to travel. And when we travel, of course, we ask for the guidance and the presence of the mystical traveler consciousness. That's a guide within each one of us on the planet that can just take us to where we need to go and keep us away from where we don't need to go. So we ask for the consciousness of the mystical traveler to come forward from within each one of us and guide us on our inner journey, if that is indeed what we're taking. But even if we're not taking an inner journey, we ask for that consciousness to transmute or dissolve or release any upset, negativity, dis-ease, funny stuff, fears, worries, concerns that we may be carrying at this time. So we just ask that it be taken back into the nothingness from which it came, always for our highest good, of course. We ask for the highest and purest light from the highest and purest source to surround and fill each one of us in the space that we're in. We ask for the Lord Jesus Christ to be with us, guiding us, assisting us, blessing us and protecting us. And for the energy and the presence of John Roger to infuse all that we're doing here for the highest good. Of course, you may have your own spiritual masters and teachers and energies, and feel free to play around with it. And whatever system that you're using. If we're in a room, of course, we want to be all chanting the same note and the same frequency, but all of you are looking at this at different times in your own homes. So just knock yourself out and play along. I'm not going to be chanting along with you at this time. Sometimes I do join you because I want you to develop your own tone. And remember, we always have the hue with us as well. The hue, that ancient name for God, which we can bring through all of our centers at the end of this session or just during it. Anytime you want to bring the hue in, it's a beautiful tone and just brings in a very, very high consciousness and can take us in through all of our levels as well. So that's just like hue. Well, some people, I mean, you can chant it just dividing H and U. H, U. See which one works for you. It's a great opportunity now to send the light to whoever is in need. If it's yourself, that's absolutely fine. I ask for the light, for the highest good to surround and fill me, to send the light to a situation I'm in. Maybe it's your finances, maybe it's your feeling of uncertainty or nervousness, could be anything. But placing it into the light can be really helpful. And of course, if there's someone in need that you know of, just place them in the light. I ask for the light to be sent to whoever it is for the highest good. And again, it could go to the planet, the country, our leaders, anything you want. This really works. I've seen it do absolute miracles, work in magical ways. It's a wonderful resource to have, and it's ours for the asking, always for the highest good. So with our energy field in place, please set your intention for this session and let the sound take that intention into, as a carrier wave, into the field of grace to manifest for you what it is that you would like for your highest good.